Any suggestions where and how to buy Bitcoin through non-KYC in Canada? I think there's a couple different options. Number one is Bisq, B-I-S-Q. You actually download it as an app from your desktop. You download it on there, and there's a marketplace. So it's peer-to-peer. So you sign up for an account. You don't need your phone number. You can create an email address, I think, to use, but there's no verification there. You don't need your ID. You don't need your driver's license. You create an account and you click buy. And then you're going to see a bunch of different people. This isn't Bisq selling you the Bitcoin. It's a bunch of different people, and they're selling Bitcoin. They say their price, and then you actually send money. I think you have to put up some Bitcoin as like collateral, but you send money, and then they send you the Bitcoin. And then once both parties have agreed that the deal went fairly, then the Bitcoin from the, what would you call it, like a deposit, gets paid back to you. So it's a really good way to do things. It's peer-to-peer. You're not buying from Bisq. Bisq is finding other people who are buying and selling Bitcoin. So you send them money, they send you the Bitcoin, you get your Bitcoin back, and that's how to get non-KYC Bitcoin. I think that's probably the best way. But there are other options too. Like one would be Bitcoin Well, which is an exchange, our favorite exchange on the show. If you're in Canada or the US, I'm pretty sure you can use their ATMs to buy Bitcoin with a voucher, non-KYC. So I'm pretty sure you just have to set up an account. I've never done this before, but I know people within the Living in the Future community who have. So I think you just create an account, you don't verify it, but then you can actually get a voucher from something like that. There's a way to do it through Bitcoin Well. I think it has to be under $1,000, but that's another option there. So if you actually go to bitcoinwell.com/Jor, get an account there, you get 5 free tosses. Let's do one now. Actually, I'm going to finish my last part of the non-KYC Bitcoin here, and then we'll do it. Because I think I want to clip this one for people, because there are a lot of people out there who are looking for non-KYC Bitcoin. But the other thing I would say is, like, join a community. I've bought and sold Bitcoin from people in our community, our Living in the Future community, which is non-KYC. It's the exact same thing. It's peer-to-peer. I send them money. They send me Bitcoin. There's an inherent trust built in there just by being part of the community. And then you get non-KYC Bitcoin. So there are people always looking to buy and sell Bitcoin, myself included. I've been selling some Bitcoin. I sold some Bitcoin to pay for our Europe trip. So there's some people from Living in the Future who bought some of my Bitcoin. So you got Bisq, Bitcoin Well, just join a community, go to a Bitcoin meetup, join Living in the Future. It's in the show notes. It's at the very top. It says Living in the Future, join. So you can do that. Or there's like HODL HODL. It's another one. I've used it once, I think, but it was a couple of years ago. And then RoboSats, I've never used before, but people like it. So that's kind of, that's the best way to get some non-KYC Bitcoin in Canada. And if you have any other ways, throw it in the chat. Keep in mind, though, you don't want all your Bitcoin to be KYC or non-KYC. You're going to want some because the banks are going to want some. And if you want to take on debt or take on a loan against your Bitcoin instead of having to sell it, then you're going to have to KYC your Bitcoin anyways. So don't be too obsessed with trying to get non-KYC Bitcoin. It's good to have a little stash of it, but don't obsess over it. Get some non-KYC, get some KYC, just get Bitcoin. All right, let's give away some Bitcoin. So get your phones out, get your Lightning wallet out, press send, and someone's going to win 500 sats. Well, maybe. Someone's going to win some sats, courtesy of Bitcoin Well. 500. Who got it today? Who's the lucky winner of the sats today? Let's see if it's been claimed. Nope. Gone. One day I'll get some. One day people will be sleeping and I'll snag those up.